Hi, I'm Alex Blinsky, and I'm excited to share some funny and crazy and spiritual experiences, all from the Venezuela Maracaibo mission. So I hope you enjoy. From Paul. A companionship in our apartment had a gun pulled on them one night and got shot at the next. Fulano. Well, living on the border in FARC-controlled areas, where the State Department wouldn't even let its employees go, was just peachy. Matt. I was held at knife point. I gave him a pamphlet and invited him to church. Elizabeth. My companion and I were walking and talking about to cross the street when we just stopped. A car came speeding down the road and hit another car, throwing the driver and killing him. It could have been us had we not paused. Kelly. A woman fell and cut her arm open on some glass. My first aid training came in handy when I went into autopilot and wrapped her arm with a kitchen towel. I felt like I should have found something better to wrap it with and worried about it until we saw her again and she was all healed up. From Paul. Pranking other missionaries in La Villa. Fulano. Living in San Antonio on the Colombian border, one of our jobs was to renew missionary visas. The main office would send us passports. We'd take them to the customs office and they'd stamp people in and out of the country. Questionable legality, of course, but they didn't care until they did. We had a group of 4 passports, my own included. The agent stamped us out and handed them back to me. Can you stamp us back in? I asked. No, he says, because you didn't actually leave the country. You have to leave and come back. Okay, we think, so we just run across the border to Colombia and get it taken care of there. The mission office approved, and off we went. Except they wouldn't process us in either. Turns out they didn't like playing that game unless we were actually going to stay in Colombia for a while. So I was illegal in both countries and stuck in San Antonio. Several days and a few thousand bolivares later, they agreed to renew our visitors' visas one last time. From then on out, they started sending us to Panama and Curacao to renew visas. Matt. Teaching a discussion while the family's 80-year-old grandfather started a fire to cook himself some food in the middle of a small bridge behind their house. Running out to get him off the bridge and putting the fire out, all while he was fighting us because he was hungry. Elizabeth. Having very little money and enjoyed a small dinner of variety. At the time, it rained in Pinto Fijo, and we had to all walk home on preparation day in knee-high water. Kelly. I was very serious. I don't remember anything especially funny. From Paul. Every day teaching the people. Fulano. It was the highest baptizing mission in the world at the time. The church was exploding. Great time to be a missionary. Elizabeth. When for a moment I could feel the Spirit speaking for me, that my language skills were perfected and my thoughts were clearly spoken, I know it wasn't me. Kelly. Seeing people make changes for the gospel made a big impact on me. I learned from their sacrifices and faith. I still remember their examples and have referred to them many times since my mission to strengthen my own testimony and to make my own changes. Such is life, that we continually make changes of faith for the gospel. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed some of those stories from the Venezuela Maracaibo mission. If you served in the mission and you're willing to help out, we'd love for you to fill out a survey about your mission. You can go to preparetoserve.com/survey and just fill in the Google form there. And then your responses will go onto the mission page on our website. If you're willing to be video interviewed about your mission, we'd love to interview you in Utah sometime. You can just message us if that's something you're interested in doing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. The gospel's true. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.